Hey, I'm Lisa Filia. I am a certified life coach with a master's in psychology, and I am your confidence coach for your career. Today, I want to talk about this idea that everything that you want is just a thought away. Just a thought away. How can we make this tangible? Well, let me do that by sharing a story with you. And what this story can do is it can help you to see how this can be applied to real life and also how it has worked. So you know that this works in somebody's life, and so that you can then do the same for yourself. Okay. Because when we know that everything is just a thought away, and that we can decide how we want to believe and what we want to believe that our brain feeds to us, it gives us the ability to shape our life and the results that we get. All right, so we'll start with that story. I was the person who was addicted to chocolate. That's how I would describe it. And it was where every night, of course, growing up or older too, in college, I'd have dessert of some sort. Usually chocolate, had to be chocolate. And it was like, it was never enough. You'd have the cookie and it would be good for that instant, and then you'd need another, and you'd need another, and you'd need another. And when I felt bad, I would go on M&M runs. I'd go to the store and I'd get M&Ms for myself. I remember doing that with my husband. I would go and be like, I need chocolate. And I'd go and get myself chocolate at the local CVS or wherever it might be. So when I was feeling bad, I would have chocolate. When I was feeling good, I needed to celebrate and have chocolate. Basically, chocolate was kind of ruining my life. And I say kind of, but it was. I was always thinking about when I would be able to have chocolate. It wasn't obsessive to the point where that's all that I was thinking about, but pretty much every meal there would be some sort of dessert, and if not, I'd be trying to find a way to get that dessert. When I'd go to events, I'd wonder what kind of dessert they'd have. One of the most exciting decisions I was ready for with my wedding was getting to go cake tasting and decide which type of cake I wanted and making sure that was right. So, just a lot of my life was driven by chocolate. And that can be okay, except what it did was it made me feel out of control. Like chocolate was running me instead of me deciding about this and truly enjoying chocolate. You get what I mean? I think there's a difference between enjoying chocolate and enjoying something and enjoying the process of enjoying chocolate. So I enjoyed chocolate, but I didn't enjoy enjoying chocolate. So this is important because you want to be able to enjoy your own enjoyment. You want to be able to like that you like something and like that you don't like something. You want to have control over that and not feel like it's running you. And so I realized that enjoying chocolate was just a thought away when I started doing a lot of self coaching around my own relationship with chocolate. So, what that looked like for me is realizing that the way I saw chocolate wasn't helpful. I kind of already knew that, but I wasn't sure how else to think about it. So, I tried thinking things like chocolate does not control me, or I don't need chocolate, or I am stronger than chocolate, or nothing tastes as good as being healthy feels. I had all these super nice, positive, uplifting thoughts to try to not want chocolate, and none of it worked. What did work was knowing I wanted to not want chocolate. And so I started there. And that helped me to ask questions and stop myself a couple times from having chocolate, but it didn't fix it. The thought that truly took me over the threshold to the point where I don't enjoy or eat chocolate was the thought that chocolate is poison. And this is a thought. You can choose to believe it or not, just like you can choose to believe I love chocolate or not. But instead of me trying to change it to I don't love chocolate or chocolate is terrible, which I couldn't believe, I could believe chocolate is poison. I could easily come up with evidence for myself of how this is true. It's got all that sugar, which messes up your insulin levels. It makes me feel like I am not in control of myself. It makes me needy and grasping, irritated when I can't have it. Chocolate is poison. And as I thought that, I really realized how strongly I could believe that. And I chose to believe it because I saw how it could serve me to believe this. Chocolate is poison. So I started noticing that. And I stopped eating chocolate. Now, I'm not going to lie and tell you that instantly then I never had chocolate. It wasn't like that. There was a lot of emotions along with this process of getting away from this feeling of being attached to chocolate. But that phrase is what set it off, and that phrase is what carried me forward, and that phrase is what has me right now not wanting chocolate and enjoying not wanting chocolate. I use the same phrase to stop drinking. It's poison. It's poison. I don't want it. It's poison. Not transform that. Drinking was never the same level of intensity for me as chocolate was, but I know others who do have that, and that phrase can help. I've worked with clients and shared this phrase with them, and it's helped free them from this attachment. And so to circle back to the topic of this video, which is around the idea that a single thought can change your life, this thought that chocolate is poison changed my life. I don't eat chocolate anymore, and I don't miss it. Sometimes I tell people that, and they feel sorry for me, which is so fascinating because I actually feel sorry for them because I remember what it's like to be so attached and be so in the grips of chocolate, of a neutral thing. It's just some ingredients put together. That's all it is. And I'm free from that. And I love that, and I'm so proud of it, and I feel so much love for myself because of it. And it wasn't from a super happy, fluffy phrase. It was from chocolate is poison. And that phrase changed me. So I want you to think about, what is it in your life that you want to change? What is it? It could be big, it could be small, but what is it? And I want you to think about and play with trying on different thoughts to help make that happen for you. Another example I have for me is the phrase, not sleeping is not a problem, because I used to have insomnia, and that made that not a problem to the point where now I can sleep, and insomnia isn't a problem, not just because it's not a problem, but because I actually don't ever experience it anymore. From that one phrase. So it can take some time to figure out exactly what that phrase is for you, but just know that whatever it is that you're wanting to change, you can use thoughts to make it happen for you. And it's not necessarily that there's this one secret thought that's going to be the one key thing that changes everything. Sometimes the thought will change. Sometimes different thoughts will work at different times. But the point here is that your thoughts can change you, your life, how you show up, and the results that you get. Your brain and your thoughts. I'm not saying that this means you must control all the thoughts that pop up in your brain. What I'm saying is you can intentionally decide what you want to believe, what you want to think, and use that to shape your life. All from a single thought. All right. That's what I have for you. And if you want to dive into this more and you are ready to start changing your life by changing your mind and knowing how to manage it, we need to get on a session together. We can do that by having you sign up for a consultation call. You do this by going to my website at www.lisaphilia.com/schedule. That's www.lisaphilia.com/schedule. All right. I look forward to talking with you. And until then, have a great rest of your day. Bye.